So I'm out here in the garden working on this peach tree, and I've got clusters like this where if I let the peach tree go, these peaches will grow into each other and they won't have the best opportunity to become what they are trying to be. So I'm going through and picking off quite a few in sections to make it easier for the tree to focus on fruit and growing, and making sure that the little branches like this can actually handle what it's trying to do, because 4 huge peaches on this little guy is just going to rip and we won't get any there. So I've got to come through and make room for proper growth, because like this branch can handle a whole bunch and this branch can hold a bunch, but this little branch can't hold 4 peaches. So I have to come through and clear out some spots and make sure that this tree survives the next years and the next years. So eventually we'll get stronger and hold up 6 or 7 peaches on the tip of this branch. But right now it's trying to do too much. It's taking on too much. So I have to come through and pick out some peaches and help this tree out so it can keep growing over the years. Which leads me to what I was thinking about. Sometimes I think God works for us and we think we're doing great. Like this peach tree here, it thinks it's doing amazing. Like it's pumping out peaches everywhere. But like me going through and clearing out some peaches, if God doesn't make some harsh adjustments in our life, I don't think we'll have the proper growth. So we might think that we're going through a hard time when in reality, God's just making room for us to get stronger. So over the years, we can carry more and flourish and become our full potential. Because if we keep trying to take on everything that we think we can handle, and we start overloading ourselves like we tend to do because we think that we are better, and in our mind we think we should be accomplishing more. So if we were left up to our own standards, how much of our branches would break from trying to carry too much, and our burdens and our stresses and everything. So if we keep trying to handle that on our own and not allowing God to come in and make the adjustments where we can't see need to be made, like I am for this tree, how do you expect to grow? So a lot of the times when I feel like I can't get through something, or I don't see an answer, or I don't even know where I need to make adjustments, I look up to God and say, hey, it's in your hands. I trust wholeheartedly that you will lead me through this next spot, and hopefully I can see the vision that you have for me. Just like I have a huge vision for this tree, but it has no idea that that branch all the way over there should be standing up straight, not here trying to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 peaches on this branch. That tree can't handle that. If I let this go to full side, we're not going to get any of those peaches, and we're not going to have the branch, and the tree's not going to have all that growth that it put in over the last 2 years to get that big. So sometimes we need help that we can't see, and it comes in harsh ways. Like the tree here thinks I'm taking away all of its fruit, and it's saying, hey, I was working so hard. No, not another one. Not another one. Stop it. I've been working and making these peaches for you. You said you want fruit. You want me to help. I'm trying to help. Look at how many peaches I've grown. Look at all this. But as I'm coming through and thinning the peaches, its branches are getting a little bit lighter. Hey, you don't need to carry this much right now. I see what you're doing. I see all the hard work you're putting in. I see the little changes that you're making. I see what you're doing. But hey, I'm God. Let me make some decisions for you, and let me help you grow. Let me help you stay strong. Let me make sure you're not overburdened, because God won't give you more than you can handle. So in times where you feel like you're struggling, like this tree is struggling to hold up its arms, but it's so proud that it has so many peaches that it won't let go of them. So I have to come through and make some room for the peaches here. So in the times when we get more frustrated because it feels like we're getting set back, we feel like we're being taken advantage of, or people that we love are being, and friends that are disappearing from our lives, and relationships are being cut that we think that we need to be in. Sometimes we're just getting pruned for better blessings that are coming in our future, and we can't see those blessings. But I know I want some branches here to grow super strong, so these guys can become way more fruitful. But if I leave it onto its own, all these branches would break and I would have no fruit coming. So sometimes you just got to trust and have faith. So sometimes we're like this branch here, and we think we're being so fruitful. We're blessed. We have so much stuff going on in our lives, and we think we're handling everything. We're stuffing our stresses inside that people can't see, but on the outside looking in, this looks great. It looks like we're gonna have so many peaches here, but sometimes we get huge setbacks, and sometimes we take on way too much that we can't handle. And if this whole branch was going to be broken, sometimes it's like life when we have the huge financial setbacks where we get all this savings, we're working good, our business is doing great, and then business things happen, partners change, businesses don't succeed, and you have to pivot, and it's not where you saw that you were going, and it feels like a huge financial setback. But maybe it's making room for growth where you're going to be way more successful, and it just had to get some things out that were actually holding you back from your true creative potential. So in life, we feel like we have to make up for these huge setbacks when we should really just trust the process, that this is leading us into something greater for us. Because sometimes we don't need to be as strong as we think we do, because in the next 2 years, this where we thought we had the strength, we will have the strength, and this tree will flourish just like we will in life. We just have to not get held on to our setbacks. Don't ruminate in them. Keep pushing forward. And this tree is going to keep growing, even though I just took off, I don't know, 70 or 80 of these things. It's going to keep pushing its nutrients to these peaches, but now it's not going to be wasting its time on fruit where it shouldn't be growing. It's going to be focusing on the right peaches, and we'll get actually better fruit from this tree because it's not focusing on so many little side quests into peaches that are actually going to break itself. So sometimes there's a lot of pain and growth, and we don't know why it's happening until we can get ahead and then look back and be like, oh my gosh, I see it now. I'm so much stronger for where I'm at because of what I went through. And I'm grateful for it. And just like the tree shouldn't regret the effort that it put into this over the time, shouldn't think it's wasting its time, shouldn't think that it wasted its effort, it wasted its resources by putting into things that were forcefully removed from its life, because this stuff here is going to go into the compost. So even though things were forcefully removed and you might regret it in the moment that you put time into it, those things are still going to go off and do good things and hopefully support other people's lives. Just like this is going to go support more plant life and nutrients when it decomposes and becomes soil.